Hello everyone, Gaming with Big Green. We're here in Land of Jowls, and we're going to talk about materials today. And if you are new to Land of Jowls, this is going to be an important video for you. Now, we're going to come out with more detailed event videos and more detailed character guides to kind of help players. We're going to redo the Land of Jowls playlist. That's why we're kind of been a little bit busy getting everything established and stuff. But make sure you guys subscribe, keep coming back. We got a really ton of stuff. Make sure to like and hype these videos. We deeply appreciate that here on this channel. But as you guys can see, I have an abundance of material already. We're only 9 days into the game, and I'm pushing about 300 million in my material. And honestly, I don't even gather that much. Now, I'm not saying gathering is not important. It absolutely is important. We're going to talk about all the important ways, especially the last two are very important and often overlooked. Now, right here, you can see all these pink chests. Okay, these are millions and millions of material. Okay, each one of these pink chests will be 1 million wood, 1 million bread, and you can get a couple hundred of them. And that's the gorilla event that we're looking at, and this comes around your first week very often. So really good way early on to get material, and plus other materials such as speed ups, hardened gear, precision gear, hardened screws, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Ultimate trial cage, everyone. We were able to do this 3 times already. We're only 9 days in. We already ran this event 3 times. Okay. Now, I got really good rewards just from the trial achievements, but also every time I run this, I get about these rewards too. So you can see right there, that's 23 million just in cans. So that's almost 75 million I got just from doing this event. That's almost 100 million material, 75 million that I got from doing Ultimate Trial Cage with my team. I showed up and participated 3 times. In 9 days, we did this event very early on. We were fortunate to get this event going and grind the material up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I really like the Ultimate Trial Cage. I try really hard to get it established very early on, so that way team members can start growing. Now, the Felon, very good. I would suggest this. I don't gather too much because I have the stamina pack and stuff like that, and I have a ton of stamina, and I do a lot of fugitive hunting. So I use this also because I like to save my cash into the Felons that I'm currently using. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't burn all your cash. So, right, I save my cash with my Gathering Felon, and I activate my Gathering buff on the days I plan on gathering. Because not all the time I'm going to be gathering. A lot of times if I have way too much stamina, or if there's a stamina event, I'm going to be doing that more than gathering. So when I'm ready to gather, I activate the buff, and then I look for a development center to gather in. One that you own. And why is that important? Okay, unoccupied. Not ours, not yet. But right here, we got this one. So you can see here, our name is on it, Barbecue. BBQ. Okay, if you look at what the buffs are, if you look at what the buffs are, you will see that we gain 20% gathering speed increase from gathering here as well. So between the 110 and that 20%, that's 130% increase on my gathering speed for me gathering with the buff and also over here. Now, yes, if I had my Felon, that would be almost 200%. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're coming in and you don't plan on hunting or even looting, if you were trying to grow without attacking cities, that's going to be a very good option for you. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely going to want to try to gather in the development centers that you own, because you're going to get that 20% bonus when you're gathering there. That's going to be huge. That little bit will help you. And like I said, you can do your Felon as well and mix that in, especially if you're trying to save crystals. Me, personally, I like the 110% gathering speed up for 24 hours because I'm a very busy person, so I'm constantly logging on, logging off, sending my troops out. Now, when I do that, I also send out my troops gathering. I got 5 queues. I send 4 out, leave 1 behind, turn on auto join. Okay, 4 out gathering, or I can send 3 out gathering. Wood, can, steel, turn on auto join, set it for 2 queues. You know what I'm saying? You don't, you want to make sure that you have auto join on too, so that way when people are doing rallies, your rallies are filled. And honestly, that's going to be one of the main things of how to feed and help your team. Everyone always asks me, can I transfer materials? Can I trade off materials? No, you cannot. The only way to do that is by calling rallies. Your members will join you, but you also get chest. You get chest in this game from calling rallies, and if you can have your whole team just pump out a ton of rallies throughout the day, level 2 rally, level 2 rally, level 2 rally. Guys, hit these rallies, turn on auto join. You're gonna stack up immensely. Like, you'll log in and have 100 chests to open. That's gonna grant you a ton of speed ups and material. Very good way to help your teammates. Second way, or another way, looting, okay? You can see here, I got a couple million from this guy, but I did take 75 troop loss. He took a lot worse, but he attacked the academy, so he kind of had it coming. But that's the other thing you gotta be careful for. When you're doing looting from cities, you run a risk of killing your own troops and lowering your own power. So that's a good way to get material very fast and easy, but it will also lower your power by doing that. Now you guys can see here, we're also in the top. All right, we're about 200 million stronger than the second place team, but I urge people to watch who they attack. And then if you're new into this game, be careful. If you're like on a 20th ranked team, don't try to loot from the first place team, because that's not going to go good for you. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're 15 and you see someone 12, but they are attached to the first place team, you attack them, you're going to lose all your material. Straight up. I mean, you might as well put a bubble up, because you're going to lose your material. Be smart with what you do. Now, that's one of the huge things that we got to talk about as well, because in life, how you manage your material and money is very important. Especially early on in the game, like we talked about in the power video, pushing your warden office, you're going to have to really get a lot of material to do that, pushing that warden office. So how did I get to level 22 in 9 days? And I didn't spend, I only spent like $10 just to get a couple of the free stuff. You know what I'm saying? The vending machine and the queues. Definitely not a whale. We're at level 22 in 9 days. How did we get there? Because we skipped certain buildings, such as medical center and inventory. All right. I always look ahead to see what the cost of the buildings are going to require, especially the warden office. I check my inventory, see what I need. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have to skip, it's telling me to upgrade medical center, I'm not fighting anyone just yet. It's still early game, especially inventory. Yes, you do want to be protected in case you get attacked, but to me, there are 6 buildings that truly matter. Warden office, communication center, your 3 troop buildings, your lab, okay? As long as you stay remotely close on them buildings. Now, even the troop buildings, if I hit level 19, I'm pushing up to level 22. My troop buildings are at level 20, okay? Because I don't get T9 or T8 troops until later on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so until I hit that certain level where I need to upgrade them, I don't. I save my material until that time comes. Because by that time, I'll have more material from the events and stuff like that, and I won't get bogged down. So same thing early on. If I'm pushing and I'm going to need material, I'm not going to drain myself out by going around and doing the whole town. Plus, that's going to take longer. You're going to sit around. You got 2 queues. Prioritize the warden center, get it in a long cooldown, and then go around and finish off your upgrades if you still have them. If you're burning all your material and you're struggling with material and you're doing your whole entire city before you upgrade your warden office, and then just sitting there looking at your warden office while it's upgrading, you're making a mistake. I mean, straight up. I just saying it sounds wrong. Like, upgrading everything and then sitting there, you're basically rushing to finish and look at it. Like, be smart with your material. You know what I'm saying? Early on, first couple days, if you guys skip inventory, if you guys skip medical center, do that. Don't ignore them completely, because you're going to need that for your daily growth missions, your progress missions. But contemplate it. Save some material in some areas, boost up another area, and catch up. You got a little bit of time. Like I said, we're about to hit toes. And we're within the top 20 still in power, and that's because we push. It's you know what I'm saying? It's how you do it, man. You're not, like I say in all these videos, your next move matters. Contemplate what you're doing. These are strategy games. These are not war games. These are strategy games. Strategy is on how to grow, how to survive. Survival games. You know what I'm saying? What you do matters. A lot of people don't see the political side of these games, which that will involve NAP and leadership and stuff like that. If you're playing these games just for fun, you got to understand that there's a certain level to these games. You have to progress. All right? These games do not favor the weak. There's no participation trophies in these games. You got to grind. And it's very easy to grind. You just have to understand what areas that are most important and what areas you can get away with and what areas, and just identify where your power is coming from. We have videos to help you with that. Don't forget to check that down in the Land of Jails playlist. But guys, I hope this video will help new players understand the material. And again, the Gathering Felon is very good. Me personally, I don't use it. I'm not saying not to, but there's a ton of really good ways around here to upgrade and get material. So make sure you try to utilize all these areas we talked about today. Thank you guys for watching and take care.